Maya was 28 years old, and she worked in a very tall glass office building in the middle of a busy city. Maya's job was important, but it was also very boring. Every day, from Monday to Friday, she sat at a gray desk and looked at spreadsheets full of numbers on a computer screen. Her apartment was comfortable, but the walls were painted a sensible beige color. Maya felt like her life was becoming gray, just like her office. She wanted color. She wanted creativity. She wanted to make something beautiful with her own hands. One Saturday morning, Maya woke up with a strong feeling. Today is the day, she thought. Today I will become an artist. She got dressed quickly and walked to the largest art supply shop in the city. The shop smelled wonderfully of paint and fresh paper. Maya felt excited just walking inside. She did not know much about art, so she bought the most expensive things. She bought a large wooden easel to hold her paintings. She bought a set of professional oil paints in 20 different bright colors. She bought 5 brushes with real animal hair. Finally, she bought a very large, expensive white canvas. She spent a lot of money, but she felt happy. Now I have the best tools, she thought. So I will make the best art. When she got back to her apartment, she moved her sensible beige furniture to make space in the living room. She set up the easel and put the big white canvas on it. It looked very professional. Maya closed her eyes and imagined what she wanted to paint. She wanted to paint a beautiful sunset over the ocean. She had seen a photograph online of orange and purple clouds reflecting in blue water. It was perfect. She wanted her painting to look exactly like that photograph. She squeezed bright orange and deep blue paint onto her palette. She picked up a brush and started to paint the sky. She tried to be very careful. She wanted the lines to be straight and the colors to be smooth. But after an hour, Maya stepped back to look at her work. She felt a knot in her stomach. The painting did not look like the photograph in her head. The orange and blue paint had mixed together and turned a dirty, muddy brown color. The clouds did not look light and fluffy. They looked like heavy gray stones. The ocean looked flat and boring. Maya felt frustrated. Her face felt hot. She tried to fix the clouds, but she only made them worse. The more she tried to make it perfect, the uglier it became. Ugh! Maya cried out. She threw her expensive brush onto the floor. I am stupid. I have no talent. I cannot paint. She looked at the messy canvas and felt like crying. She had spent so much money and time, and the result was a disaster. She decided that art was only for special, talented people, not for her. The next day, Sunday, the sun was shining, but Maya felt sad. She did not want to look at the ugly painting in her living room. She decided to go for a walk in the city park to clear her head. The park was busy with families and people walking dogs. Maya sat down on a bench near a small pond to watch the ducks. Near her bench, an older man was sitting on the grass. He had a messy white beard and a very small, cheap notebook on his knees. He was drawing something quickly with a simple black pen. Maya watched him. He was drawing the ducks in the pond. He worked very fast. His lines were not straight or careful. Sometimes he made mistakes and just drew over them. He did not seem worried. He was smiling while he worked. Curious, Maya walked a little closer. The old man looked up and smiled at her. "Hello," he said. "A beautiful day for sitting, isn't it?" "Yes," Maya said shyly. She looked at his notebook. "You are an artist." The old man laughed aloud, happy laugh. "Oh, I don't know about that. I just like to capture things I see." He showed her his drawing. Maya looked closely. The drawing was messy. It was not a perfect picture of a duck, like a photograph. It was just a few quick lines. But somehow, it looked exactly like the ducks in the water. It had energy and life. You could feel the movement of the ducks in the simple lines. "It is wonderful," Maya said honestly. "I tried to paint yesterday. It was a disaster." She told the old man about her expensive paints, the big canvas, and the muddy sunset. "I wanted it to be perfect," she explained. "But I have no talent." The old man nodded kindly. "Ah, perfection," he said. "Perfection is the enemy of art. You were trying to copy a photograph. A camera can do that better than you." He closed his notebook. "Young lady, art is not about making a perfect copy of the world. It is about how you see the world. It is about how you feel. When I draw these ducks, I don't care about every feather. I care about their movement, their funny walk. I enjoy the feeling of the pen on the paper. That is the important part. The joy is in doing it, not in the final picture." Maya thought about his words. The joy is in doing it. She walked home slowly. When she entered her apartment, she looked at the big, ugly, expensive painting of the muddy sunset. She took a deep breath. She took the largest brush and dipped it into a pot of plain white paint. She covered the whole ugly sunset with white. Soon, the canvas was blank again. Then, she squeezed out just one color, bright yellow. She remembered the feeling of the warm sun on her face in the park. She didn't try to paint a sun, or clouds, or anything specific. She just used the big brush to make big, energetic yellow shapes on the canvas. She didn't worry about straight lines. She didn't worry if it was good. She just enjoyed the feeling of the bright color spreading across the white space. An hour later, she stopped. Her painting was just big splashes of yellow. It wasn't a picture of anything. It was not perfect at all. But it was bright, and happy, and full of energy. Maya looked at it and smiled. It wasn't a masterpiece, but it was hers, and it wasn't gray. She realized she didn't need to be a talented artist to enjoy creating something. She just needed to stop trying to be perfect and start playing with color. Her apartment already felt a little bit brighter.